Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. Today I wanted to go over this article I found that was pretty interesting. It was talking about the most popular games of the year so far. And I'm not gonna lie, I knew gaming wasn't in the best place. A lot of the biggest developers have been releasing massive stinkers like they got diarrhea. But I didn't realize just how much the most popular games is dominated by titles that released over a decade ago, or getting near it. So without further ado, let's go. The article in particular that inspired this is titled, "Here are the top 10 most played games of the year so far." Obviously, I expected some of the just Titan games like Minecraft, Fortnite, GTA, that type of stuff to still be in the top 10. But I was expecting that at least a couple of developers have managed to come up with some games that can compete with stuff that came out close to a decade ago. I guess not. While new titles compete for audiences, games such as Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5, The Sims 4, and more are still some of the most played games in the United States, with each nearly a decade or more removed from their original releases. In fact, only 3 of the top 10 most played games, Madden, Call of Duty, and NBA 2K, launched last year. If that doesn't go to show just how absolute floppin' the gaming industry has been the last few years, I don't know what does. The fact that almost all of the top 10 most played games are more than a year old shows that nothing really has been coming out recently to come and take over. And on top of it, the 3 games that are on the list that released in the last year don't really count because it's just the games that release every year. Like, alright, last year Madden 21 was on the list, this year Madden 22 is. I bet you NBA 2K21 was on the list. I don't know, I think games that release like that don't really count in terms of a brand new franchise or a brand new game. Just because it is something that people expect to come out with every year, COD releasing yearly is kind of just a tradition. Alright, so the tweet says, here are the top 10 most played games of Q1 in 2022 in the US ranked by initial year of release. So we have Minecraft, GTA 5, The Sims 4, Fortnite, Among Us, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Call of Duty Warzone, NFL 2022, Vanguard, and 2K 2022. I don't think there's anything on the list that's like insanely surprising. I'm not flabbergasted and blown away that The Sims is still very popular all these years later. The one game that I guess kind of surprises me, even though it's still pretty recent, is Among Us, just because I don't really see a lot of people playing that game anymore. But I'm going to assume that's more of like an iPad kid thing than it is people with a gaming PC still wrecking Among Us lobbies. If you do play Among Us, no judgment, you know? Apparently there's a lot of people playing it too. I'm just saying I don't see as many people playing it. I didn't think it would be top 10. That's the list. I figured I would just go over each of the games and kind of talk about them a little bit. I'm not an expert on all of them, but just kind of why not? It's my channel. Alright, so the first game on the list was Minecraft. I know it released in 2009, but I'll be honest, when this game drops out of the top 10, I will still be flabbergasted. I think it's one of those games that'll be popular basically forever. And I'm not trying to sound like a Minecraft fanboy, but if you really think about it, the gameplay is insanely simple. The graphics really can't get dated because the entire point of the graphics is to have that sort of style to it. And on top of it, it's a game that you can kind of play at any age. I think, especially with how many kids are growing up on Minecraft, as they get older, they're not just gonna stop playing. And on top of it, when they inevitably have kids of their own, they're probably gonna let them play Minecraft. Because I'll be honest, out of every game on this list, it's like the least controversial. What? Oh, they're just building a castle? I guess maybe you could be mad about violence. But if you're mad about somebody smacking a zombie with a sword, then I don't know, go outside or something. I'm not surprised this game is one of the most popular still, and I will be surprised when it stops being as popular just because of the way it is. Alright, number 2, second oldest game was GTA 5. Hey, this game, dude, they've milked this game. Holy cow. You want to talk about a money machine. I think it's literally the most profitable media franchise ever. Not highest grossing, but in terms of like they've made a return on their money X amount of times compared to what they put in. And it's still printing money. I think GTA Online is probably like one of the greatest games ever made. I know a lot of people will have beef with that, but there's a reason people still play it and are spending money on it 10 years later. Thank goodness GTA 6 is at least in development. I know that still means it's 3 years out. I don't know if this game's got another 5 years of popularity in it, but you know, this game, in my opinion, is up there as a masterpiece. Just because, my goodness, all the GTA games are incredible. But this thing's really stood the test of time. I know a lot of people are pissed off that they milk money, and that's fair, because they really are milking it. How many times are they gonna re-release it? It's basically the carjacking version of Skyrim. But yeah, I'm not surprised this is on the list. Next is The Sims 4, which, I mean, kind of a boomer game, but there's a lot of them. Not boomer, younger than boomer. You guys get what I'm saying, though. Listen, it's fun. I get it. I'm not going to blame someone for wanting to play Sims. You want to, like, trap them in a room, remove all the doors, whatever. You want to design a house. You want to play Sims. I don't care. Do whatever you want. It's not my cup of tea, but it is one of the biggest franchises, so it makes sense that, like, it's still being played a lot. Especially because it's such a casual game, you know? If you want to play Vanguard, you gotta have an Xbox, you gotta have a PC that can run it. Dude, your MacBook could run Sims pretty okay. And it's just been around forever. It's one of those games that, like, basically everyone has heard of. With the amount of DLC that drops, it should still be up there, and I'm sure it's still printing money. It's like the only good thing EA has going for it right now. Fortnite still representing on the list. I mean, obviously the amount of 12-year-olds that play this game is absolutely bonkers. I didn't necessarily think it would still be top 10. I knew it was still very popular. I know it is kind of on a mini comeback. It'll be interesting to see if it has the Minecraft effect where, like, it's been cringe for a while, but maybe people will start to really enjoy it again. I know when they removed building, a lot of people were like, no, it's really good now. I haven't really had the time to get back into it. I think because they added the playground too, that's a lot of it. It's basically like a console Roblox is how I've heard a lot of people describe it. I'm actually shocked Roblox isn't on this list, to be honest with you. That game I feel like everybody and their mom has played. But Fortnite, I mean, where how big as it was, is still going to be in the top 10 for a bit. It literally took over for a minute. That was the last game that I think was a crazy large cultural impact. Like, my mom knew about Fortnite. Amogus. Dude, this thing is basically being on life support through memes. I don't understand how people still could find this game super enjoyable. If you do, good for you, because, hey, man, whatever makes you happy. That being said, it's so repetitive. It's so just like, it's a flash game, bro. I guess I don't really have much room to talk because I play Bloons. That's also basically a flash game. But how is this thing still top 10, man? It's got to be the memes. The memes are keeping it afloat. Everywhere you look, a Mugus meme. I know in like the Reddit place thing that they did, there were people hiding Among Us guys everywhere. I think it's just reached that point of like people ironically like it. Some of them secretly unironically, but it's just reached meme status. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Hey, I don't know a ton of people that play this game. I'm just not a giant Nintendo dude. I've played it, don't get me wrong. But the people who do play this game are fanatical. Not in like a scary Minecraft kid way, but in a, I actually did the macro and managed to fit X hundred plants on my island. Like, they're just so into the game. I'm not surprised that it's still top 10 because everybody I know that's into it is like insanely into it. And I know that they literally add stuff on a very, very frequent basis. Always got an event or something going on to keep people engaged. And it's one of those franchises that's been around forever. Like, you do have people that have played a version of Animal Crossing for like 30 years at this point. If they've got that integrated into their daily pattern, it's not like that's gonna magically start breaking. We're creatures of habits, baby. Next up is Warzone. Geez, the devs are trying to run this thing into the ground. I mean, honestly, it's bleeding players because the developers don't know what they're doing. They can't really fix anything. I'm not a giant Warzone guy. I've played it very, very little. But the amount of people that complain about hackers, the amount of times they patch something or like release an entire map that's broken and then take forever to fix it, I think that this game is holding on because people have put a lot of money into it. The mechanics are very good. But goodness, they really got to figure this out because it's definitely not going to be on this list for much longer at this rate. It does get the benefit of being a Call of Duty though, and I think that's one of those franchises that is just immensely popular. It's definitely getting carried a little bit by that. And hopefully they can figure it out and fix it, because I like when Call of Duty does well. I am a fan, obviously, by the gameplay. But dude, you would think this developer team is trying to put themselves out of work. They're like, I want to be fired. Like I said, I don't really think this entry counts. It's just Madden 2022. Madden is one of those games, bro, where they basically just take a box, right? You know, they eat some Taco Bell, they get a good stomach brew going on, and then they proceed to just take a massive dump in the box. But then they wrap it in different wrapping paper and give it to the people that they gave the gift to last time. And for some reason, everyone who gets the gift opens it. And they're like, ah, man, there's poop in this box. And it's like, yep, you guys have been buying this poop in the box for the last 27 years, so why would we stop now? Madden is fun. I like football. I've played Madden. I used to be a huge Madden fan. But my goodness, all of the sports games are basically just a reskin over and over and over. And I get it, because it's printing money. You know, if I had something that people would pay me $60 a year to buy a new version of the same game, I'd probably sell it too. But the fact that this entire franchise could be eliminated by just patching in roster updates goes to show how ridiculous it is. It's not going anywhere just because of the popularity of the NFL, and it is fun. It's a fun game, I'll give it that. Call of Duty Vanguard. My goodness, talk about a franchise that can wrap a box of crap up every year and I'll still buy it. They were on the upward trajectory for a bit. I feel like Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, stuff was getting back on track, and then Vanguard just came in like a wrecking ball and destroyed everything. Horrible game, I'm not gonna lie, not very fun. I saw a couple people defending it in the comments the other day. Listen, man, I'm not saying that I'm not a fan of a World War II game. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of this World War II game. It's just not good. Call of Duty and Battlefield are both in a rough spot. I think first-person shooters in general, like the arena shooters, going through a rough patch. There's a lot of pressure on Modern Warfare 2 that's coming out this year, just because I feel like if that fails, Call of Duty might drop off this list. It's still insanely popular because it is what it is. I love it. But let's be honest, they need to drop something other than a stinker. They've really got to figure something out to get people back involved in the game that doesn't mean having to play Vanguard, because goodness gracious. And Cold War wasn't incredible, but it was a lot better than Vanguard, you know? It's like Call of Duty Ghosts. A lot of people hated that game. They didn't like it. They were like, oh, this is the worst Call of Duty ever. Infinite Warfare comes out, and now all of a sudden everyone's like, wow, Call of Duty Ghosts really wasn't that bad. Sometimes you have to just have a horrible experience to realize that the good experience was even better than you thought. And that's like Call of Duty. Call of Duty, being a Call of Duty fan and hoping for a good Call of Duty, is like having a dad that left to get milk 8 years ago. You hope he's going to come back every birthday, but at the end of the day, you know you're probably going to be disappointed. Rounding it out, 2K22, it's pretty similar to Madden in terms of like it's just the same game every year. That being said, might be a controversial opinion, it is a better game than Madden. I would rather pay $60 every year for 2K than Madden. I don't know, all these sports games, it just kind of feels like cheating that they're considered a year-old release just because their entire fan base is definitely not new to the game. Sure, I'm sure some people, 2K22 is the first 2K they ever played, but let's be honest, a majority of people that are playing these sports games have been playing them literally forever. Same with Call of Duty, like the fact that they included these three at the end of the list. Oh, they're really recent. No, bro, it's like basically saying that a new Fast and Furious movie comes out and it's one of the hottest new franchises. Really? The 17th movie means it's one of the hottest new franchises? I don't know, man. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that a lot of people have seen all the other ones. Overall, the state of gaming, we definitely gotta have some new ones coming out soon, bro. I don't really know what's been going on with all these developers. It seems like they're all in a state of being a train wreck. But the fact that all of these really popular games this year came out a very long time ago just goes to show that something's gotta give. Someone come out with something that's a banger, alright? We need another Fortnite Among Us hit. Anyways, that'll do it for the video. I know it's just kind of me rambling about a bunch of video games, but hey, it's my channel. If you did enjoy it, though, I would appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. And of course, subscribe if you're new and turn on those notifications. That's right, another double upload. I've been having fun with it lately. Hopefully you guys can tell. Thank you all so much for watching, though. Subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. And don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.